Make sure that you tune in every Thursday to the Blueprint Live at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, live on Facebook and YouTube. And then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today. Hey y'all, welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and Ms. Z with the Tea, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in. And right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time.
Hey y'all, come on in. Get your cocktail. Y'all already know what I'm doing. Copajn, baby. Get you a bottle or two. Let's get it. I just want to start y'all off real. Let's get in the groove real quick. It's been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a week. Let's go. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, which song do we open to tonight? Shout out to Not Them. Whew. Y'all know that's one of my faves. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and I have an exciting show for you. First off, y'all, I really tonight, my special guest, I have family in the building. Okay. We still going through the ancestry, but I'm like, it's family for real. Okay. This is my sister that is about to come on. I'm super, super excited. And I mean, you all look, if you haven't heard of her name before, you definitely, if you're following me already, you all have seen my special guest. But tonight I have Miss Deja Warner-Coleman joining me. Okay, look, we got to jump into her journey because look, she's here to help y'all get yourselves together financially. We're trying to be financially well in this season, and my sis is here, but she does so much more, and I cannot wait for you all to hear about her journey. I got connected with my good sis through BWPL. Shout out to y'all. Purple hearts everywhere. And when I tell you it's been on and popping ever since, this is someone that if you don't know, y'all gonna be like logging off of the show to go and follow her after. Mark my words, okay? But before we get into that, I want to shout out to all of my listeners that are tuning in on Facebook and YouTube, okay? And then those that are tuning in through Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3 and Indie 101.5. Where would we be without our amazing radio partners, okay? And of course, for those that listen on Spotify, iHeart, or anywhere where you listen to your favorite shows, thank you so much. I see y'all. You know, one of the beauties when you are creative is when you can go and you see the countries that your show has touched. Y'all, the Blueprint Live has been in places that I haven't even touched yet. I have not set not my little toe, my big toe, my thumb, nothing. Okay, I have not been there, but I'm very, very fortunate that you all listen. So it's a blessing. I don't know. You know, this week, I tell y'all, it's been a little bit of a challenge, but we have to find the things to be grateful for. I stand on that. Now, last but not least, I have to shout out to my sponsors, okay? Live Long Health. You all know she's helping us get in order. I'm telling you, we're going into the season of wellness. We'll be speaking on that tonight. And of course, Copajn Vodka. And I told y'all I'm not even a vodka girly, but I got my shot glass for tonight's What Would You Do? Because it's intense. Yes, it is. We're going to go there tonight. Do y'all see the glass though? The MzMetchi show. It's so much going on, okay? But I have my Copajn Vodka I'm sipping tonight. I hope that you all are sipping with me. Shout out to them. And of course, Pretty Curvy Savage, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions. After tonight's show, everyone that I have mentioned is going to be hyperlinked. So I want you all to do me a favor and please follow my partners, follow my sponsors, follow my good sis who I'm bringing to the stage here very shortly. Now, you all know I've been on a little bit of a break, a summer fiesta, what have you. So tonight we're catching up. Let's just catch up about all the things that's going on. I want to jump into like the celebrity tea, the politics, everything that's going on. I mean, honey, it's been flooding, rain and sleet and storming. We have to jump into all of that. So tonight for the topic, I don't just have one topic. We're talking about everything. Let's catch up. Now, I remind you all of this every week, but I'll remind you again. Please drop your business in the comments, especially if you're new to the platform. If you're tuning in for our girl Deja tonight, make sure that you drop your business because I want to connect with you and somebody has exactly what you need. Okay, like and what you have to offer. They're here to take all of that in. So drop your businesses in the comments because remember, it's not about me. It's about you. So let me go ahead and prep and get it ready. Sis, can I get a thumbs up if you're ready to go? I want to go ahead and introduce you all again to my good sis, Miss Deja Warner-Coleman. Here we go. Hey, sis.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going great. Did we get our fill up?
Yes, we did. Right here.
Yes, of course. Okay, what are we sipping tonight?
So I got some Stella Rosa. This is the honey peach wine. I just tried it like a couple days ago. Fire.
Girl, okay, look, that sounds like something I need to go ahead and add to the wine fridge back.
Yep, I'm a wine girly, so I was like, yep.
I love it. I love it. You know, I was telling them I'm sipping a little bit of Copajn. Do you ever spike your wine?
No, but I'm open to it. I'm open.
All right. Like we'll do a little sprinkle. So
yeah, just
I've been really excited to have you on the show because, you know, although we have, you know, I feel like we talk, I really haven't gotten to like ask you questions about your journey with everything that you're doing in business.
For sure. Well, I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you. So look, I feel like let's jump in and then, you know, we'll give them girl time along the way.
Absolutely.
I really wanted to ask, you know, what was the journey as far as jumping into, you know, helping people with their finances and just the tax industry? Like, how did you like kind of walk me through what that looked like for you?
Absolutely. So I have my degree in accounting, went to UIC, go Flames, whoop whoop. And I had my regular corporate job, but I was like helping family and friends on the side, like doing their taxes, not even charging. I was just like, just give me a meal real quick. You know, your girl loves to eat. So I was doing that. But then after a while, I'm like, okay, more people are asking. Let's actually learn the law and make it an actual legit business. And so that's what I did. And it's been great. I mean, I'm a nerd for math. I like being compliant. We don't do that fraud stuff over here. You know what I'm saying?
We don't do the scammers.
At all. We believe in ethics. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's been great because honestly, at the end of the day, people hear accounting and tax and they're like, oh God. So like the fact that I look the way I do and I can have an easy conversation, let you know, like, it's okay. This is easy to understand. Let's keep you compliant because nobody wants that jail orange. You know what I'm saying? Because it can get there, you know? So the goal is just to make sure everybody's compliant so we can all be fruitful and live our best life, you know?
So that moment when you decided to go from just kind of like helping out, but then making a business of it, what was that shift like? Because I feel like, you know, sometimes we do things and it's just like, it's a skill that we have. But when it comes time to like really transforming it to a business, that's the shift.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, it was just more people start asking me, and I was like, well, let's make this into something because I always knew I wanted to have my own business and do my own thing. I had one friend say, "You don't like authority anyway," so I always knew I was never going to always work for somebody else, and
Okay.
so it just came to me. It fell in my lap, and once I really just dived in to make sure I'm good at the skill, I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, this is it," and it's been doing great every year. For the last 4 years, I officially went full time in the business this month.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
yes,
Wait a
just took
minute.
that
We
leap.
can't just gloss over that, sis. You you just retired yourself. You retired yourself for your business.
Yes,
Give it up. Give it up for yourself.
thanks. We
Yes.
we we can
Yes.
drink to that one. Cheers to that one. Absolutely. Okay.
Cheers. Cheers, sis. I'm proud of you. Look,
Mhm.
sprinkle that over here, baby. We trying to
Yeah.
retire.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I know what I want to do aligns with the business. And so the goal is again to just make sure individuals and business owners are compliant, doing things the right way because, entrepreneurs have grown since COVID. And some people were kind of doing it just for fraud to get some money. Some people legit want a business because they got kids. Things are expensive. Inflation is crazy. But we gotta make sure we're doing stuff the right way. So that's
That's
that's where I come in, and I love it. I love it here.
Deja, I didn't even get a chance to tell you this, but when you did the panel with the league and you were speaking, what caught me was that you were very passionate about people being educated in
Yeah,
terms of making better financial decisions, because a lot of people, they will probably get into the industry and it's like they do their job and do all of that, but a lot of people may not be providing the education component. Can you kind of explain how how important that is for you and your business to educate the people?
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I am a business, so the goal is to make sure I'm making money, take care of the kids and the hubby. But I feel like growing up south side of Chicago, financial literacy was not really taught in the schools.
Mhm.
And after my freshman year, I had moved to the suburbs and went to Schaumburg High, where they taught a consumer education class about credit, accounting. And I was like, wow. And I had some friends back home that they didn't have those classes offered. So it helped me know I wanted to get into accounting. But it was like,
Sorry.
okay, if this is not offered in schools, what can I do to at least ensure as adults we're successful? Because again, some people don't understand how to file taxes, or if they have a business, record keeping and all that important stuff. And you can really get caught up. They see that IRS notice and they start freaking out. And you don't have to always freak out. You just got to make sure you know the rules. And I feel
Yeah.
like the education wise, I do it for free. I don't charge. I volunteer myself like, hey, that's my outreach. I feel like it's important for us to know, as I'm trying to build a Black Renaissance out here. I want us to be successful, do our thing. And we need to know this stuff. So if I can give back and make sure everyone's financially literate, at least when it comes to their business and taxes, I did my job.
100%. Yeah. And I was that panel was, you all were on fire that night, but I was, really, really keying in. I'm like, okay, she wants the people to really, not only get it together, but also showing them how they can keep it together. That was
Absolutely.
important. That was important.
Yeah.
And look, and that was when I knew, I was like, my sis has to be a part of the brunch. And so many people stopped over at your table and were able to, get whatever, get the advice that they needed to kind of move forward. That
Absolutely.
girl, you are doing the work of the Lord, honey, the work of the Lord. So outside of what you do with your tax business, I did not know that you also, you have a production, you have a podcast too. Can we talk
Yes, I'm
about it?
working on it. Yeah, we're working on it. So earlier in tax season, I was doing that live series, Accounting Tings and Tea.
Okay.
And I decided I'm going to make it a podcast because the goal is to basically talk about entrepreneurship, the good, the bad, the ugly, unfiltered, because I feel like we see the glitz and the glamour after people already made it as a full-time entrepreneur making 6-7 figures, but no one really talks about the beginning stages and everything you have to do, Plus, again, that education of like, okay, if you're starting a business, let's make sure the structure is there and the foundation. And so I'm getting the setup and the script and all that stuff together so that, because I love tea. That's why it's called Accounting Teas and Tea. Is going to have my tea of the week, tips, and just, again, unfiltered, raw conversation about entrepreneurship, because it's ghetto out here sometimes. And no one wants to admit that. And it's okay. We deserve to have that conversation, especially Black women, Black people, period. We should have that conversation and know it's a safe space that, like, we're doing something major. There's no blueprint, and let's talk about it and how we can continue to improve and move on. So I'm super excited for it.
Look, I tell you what, you let me know. I'm going to be speaking on this for my Hated and Love It. You let me know if you are taking guests. I would love talk.
Yes.
That
you hop on that couch and do a little spiked tea, maybe some wine tea fusion.
Yeah, we can do that. You know, we'll make a hot toddy. It's not always for when you okay, it's for when you will.
Absolutely.
No, I'm excited to to listen to those episodes, because there are not a lot of people that are willing to kind of bear the real nitty-gritty of what we go through. Like, and we're all in different phases, because it's like for you, I wanted to take a moment to celebrate you going full time with your business, because it's like I'm doing full time at a 9 to 5. I'm a corporatepreneur. I'm doing full time at a 9 to 5, and I'm doing full time for the Blueprint, and it is stressful. It is
absolutely wearing multiple hats: business, kids, relationships, being a wife. That's a full-time job. Mother, full-time job.
I'm just trying to be a Demetria at this point. I'm having a hard time,
Time management is so important, because that burnout, it can take you out.
It's real. It's real. Real. I would love to even be able to talk to the people, Deja, about how you have to, if you are busy and you're driven and you're trying to navigate really scheduling that downtime. My downtime is untouchable now. I'm like, hey, we can't do that. Not today.
And I'm still working on it, because it's like sun up to sundown. Something needs to get done. Kids about to start school. Like, I'm about to start school. Like, making sure it's just enough time for everything, and time for DJ. Just chill.
Back, so. Right. Like, I don't want to have to be bothered with nothing else but me,
Absolutely. It's a work in progress, though.
It is, and it's day by day. Something that I feel like I've been saying it lately is that we have to give ourselves grace.
Absolutely. I think as Black women, we beat ourselves up the most, because we one of God's strongest soldiers genetically, and we take that to heart. We do everything we can for everybody, and sometimes our cup is way too empty. It's not even full. Sometimes it's empty. It's like, hold on, let me fill my cup up before I pour into you guys.
Exactly. Like, I have nothing. Yeah, it's crumbs, and it's just when you're trying to build from that place, it can be challenging. That your podcast is going to be, it's going to be a life changing for the people that can listen in and really, really relate to the story.
Absolutely, I'm so excited, and trust believe, my cousin's gonna be on there, girl. We're gonna be on there.
I can't wait. I'm going to share it up. Now, I wanted to highlight something, because look, I try to tell my listeners that I don't just bring anybody on the show. We bring the real ones. And I wanted to highlight that. So, Deja, you are an enrolled agent, which is really, really big in the tax world. So for anyone that may be listening in, that they're just like, hey, I need an official person. Can you kind of explain to my listeners the difference and why that particular accolade is really important in your industry?
Absolutely. So I mentioned that I'm an accountant, but again, not a CPA, right? Because people hear accounting, they think CPA. Nope, I got my degree in accounting. That's it. Now, the enrolled agent license is the highest license the IRS can issue, and I can represent clients in all 50 states. So if you have tax issues with the IRS or state, I can help get some kind of resolution, and there's a list of different ways to solve your problem. It's not a one size fits all.
Okay.
A client who owed like $21K. We were able to talk to the IRS, get that taken care of on a installment agreement. Some people like, oh, Deja, I don't have the money at all. So then we look at other avenues to say, well, hey, this is all they can give you, and it's a negotiation phase. And we just see like, hey, if the IRS say yay or nay. With administration and stuff going on, most of the people at the IRS has been pretty nice. One person kind of gave me a little flack last week, but at the end of the day, the goal is to represent my clients and make sure their needs are met, because times are tough. And another thing, sometimes it costs to be the boss, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. So you do need to pay your taxes. There's other ways around that legally, but if you end up owing, not knowing why, and need some kind of resolution to get it taken care of on IRS and state, because a lot of people forget you can owe the state, and the state can actually be more aggressive than the IRS.
Really? Yeah, because you live there. Yeah.
Yes. Like, for example, the IRS, they have 10 years to collect on money you owe. Illinois, there isn't one. I think they're trying to change the rules for that. But again, they can come at you forever if they want to.
Not until the end of time that you, girl, what?
Yeah, baby. But if they see, you working on something with the IRS, they'll try to be a little more lenient. But that's why you got to be compliant on both sides. You got to make sure you know what's going on both sides. So
she said, this is great information. Absolutely. See, look, I told you she gonna drop the gems. Dropping the gems. Now, being a Black woman in finance, what are some of like the misconceptions that you had to shut down personally since you've kind of stepped into the industry? And
the code switching and being like very boring, and I am a nerd, proud of it, but I got locks, red, I got tattoos. I don't code switch. You're gonna get the real, because I feel like you should be able to understand what I'm saying without me having to kind of like be all uptight about it. And honestly, the industry is predominantly old white men, so breaking that barrier and just letting you can look like this and know what you're talking about was really important for me to do. So
what's so funny that you just said that, and it triggered a memory. So the person that filed my taxes, he was an older white man. And the only reason why I ended up switching out, he passed away. Okay. He did. And I, we have another partner with the show, and that is, that was the person. She's a Black woman as well. And when I tell you, I was getting screwed for years, Deja, for years, girl.
No.
I was missing out on the coin, sis. The coin. For years.
And I'm going to say something that might cause a little controversy. I don't care, but
do what you got to do.
Some people just become a tax pro to make some money, but they don't actually study the law to help their clients, because there's no regulation on who can file taxes. And so, they tried to do that with the Love versus the IRS case, and unfortunately the IRS lost to that. So anyone can file taxes. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do anything. You just pay for a P10 and say you file taxes, So some people really out here just try to make money, but they don't actually have any education to really serve their clients. They just try to make a bag, unfortunately. So that's why it's good to like vet people. And I always let people know, like, hey, I'm an accountant, I have an EA, like I ain't new to this, I'm true to it. So
yeah. And you know what? I love your approach. Like I've seen Deja in action talking to the people, and she's gonna talk to you at a level that anyone could understand. You don't have to have gone to school for accounting to understand what she's laying down to you. So I love it. I love it.
Yes. That's important, because not everybody goes to school. That's okay, and you don't need to go have a college degree to get that EA license. I do believe my accounting degree helped with it, because accounting is the language of business, period. So it ties to everything. But again, the knowledge should still be accessible to everybody. So
that's right. That's right. Oh, Deja, look, you remember my auntie? My auntie was in the room. she said,
hey.
So with that, I feel like we could take this a few different directions. Okay, I want you to talk to the people that they log online, Deja. They log online and they do their taxes themselves. What would you say to them, with the line of business that you're in, as far as, maybe in terms of getting a professional to handle it, specifically Warner's accounting and tax services, but what would you say to them? They're kind of doing it on their own. What's some advice you could give?
If you want to do it on your own, I understand. However, you'll never have that personal touch. The customer service isn't always there because they usually have a system where you're trying to chat with a bot, or you got to pay to talk to someone now if you already paid the system to file your taxes. Like my process, that free consultation, you're going to get a feel for me immediately. And usually you're going to want to work with me because we're going to go through everything line by line. You're not just getting your taxes done. You're understanding why you owe, get a refund, and next steps after that.
Okay. I think that's solid advice. So look, now that I got you in the hot seat, sis, anyone that comes on the show, I make them pick their favorite something. So you mentioned that you like tea. So what is your favorite tea that you brew when it's time for you to record?
My favorite tea right now is by the brand Yogi. It's honey lavender. That's a good one. It's so good. It's under their stress relief series, because sometimes, baby, I need something to calm me down. The day's been daying. You know what I'm saying? I need something to ground me real quick. We want to be sober. Right now we can have the wine because we're having a good conversation. But when it's time to do the work, I need some tea. So honey lavender, that hit the spot for sure.
100%. Yep. See, look. Oh wait, she said that the Yogi is a good product. I love it.
It's really good.
I tell you what, their teas, they get me through. I have a few of them down there. I love the peppermint tea.
I have an entire cabinet dedicated to just all my teas. They know, don't touch that cabinet. That is my stuff.
Right. I'm here for it. Oh yeah, Letitia said that she loves the Yogi brand too. A great line of teas. Absolutely. Now, I want to know, what are some things that are coming up that my listeners can look forward to from just your business and just with the upcoming podcast? What are some things that's coming up, and how can we support you?
Absolutely. So podcast is in production on its way. Any entrepreneurs out there who are looking for another organization to join, I'm doing a webinar series for this organization called Entrepreneurs Academy. And I'm doing it for the next 3 months, just getting entrepreneurs ready for the new tax bill that just got passed, making sure they have a proper foundation when it comes to being a business, because some people just be out here making money and don't have no structure. And so that's going to be a series I'm doing with them. And what's really great about them, depending on where you stay, joining the program is free. So you can definitely tune into that. And again, the podcast, that's where all the real good tea, no fluff, the real authentic me is going to be out there. So yeah, that's going to be coming at the end of next month.
Okay. And then we also, I think we could tell them that we locked in for October.
Oh yeah. Yes, girl.
It's the LinkedIn Lit Brunch, y'all. The fall edition 2025. Because I want them to know that they can look forward to this for the spring and summer editions and the fall and winter.
Absolutely.
Every year. Okay. We kicked it off. Deja, thank you for being a part of the kickoff for that and for partnering with me again. I told you beforehand, but I want to make sure that I say that to you publicly, because I'm all for giving the flowers, baby. You're going to get your flowers over here on the Blueprint Live. But for the simple fact that you were there and that you were available for anyone to come, to really just come and consult with you. You were really there and like locking in. I appreciate you. And
of course,
we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again.
Absolutely. Again and again. Every time you do one, I'm going to be there, because why not?
Okay. Period. What's going on? Good evening. I just want to thank everyone that's tuning in. Y'all make sure that y'all share it up. Like, look, you have my support always. I'm so thankful that you took time your busy schedule.
Anything for you, cuz again, like you told them, we family. Okay.
We family. Oh, Asia's in the building. What's going on? Asia, Misha.
Oh, that's my little sister. That's my sister. Hey, girl.
Hey. Look, I know y'all tuning in on the tail end. You know, after tonight's broadcast, you all will be able to go back and catch the full replay because sis, you was dropping gems on them tonight.
Thank you. That's the goal.
Now, before you head out, let them know where they can follow you. I got it scrolling, but for those that might be more auditory, go ahead and let them know where they can follow you at and how they can stay in tune.
Absolutely. Instagram is Warner's Accounting and Tax. The personal Instagram is Epic Killer. The name from high school. I ain't never changing it. The name's dope. Facebook is just my name, Deja Warner-Coleman. And I'm always open and willing to help everybody. So just hit me up.
Will do. What's this? Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Ready.
Bye. Y'all, make sure that y'all get in tune with my good sis. Now, I'm going to leave Deja's information scrolling here at the bottom. So, just in case if you all weren't able to catch that before she headed out tonight, please make sure that you go and follow her. Okay, look, we're going on a quick break. Got to pay some bills. But when we come back, we're hopping into tonight's Hated and Love It. And baby, I got a lot of Hated and Love It tonight. We'll be right back.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Them old mistakes are gone, I won't do them no more. That's old news, that's new news. I done did that before. I turn nothing to something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it, more action. You just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money.
All right, y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
Now, if y'all missed my exclusive interview with my good sis, my cousin, okay, Deja Warner-Coleman, y'all make sure that y'all catch the replay after tonight's show. We got to hop into tonight's Hate It and Love It. I'm going to leave her information on here for a little bit, but please make sure that you can drop your business in the comments if you have not already. If you have a book, an event, or something that we need to know about, please go ahead and share that with us. Now, let's get into tonight's Hate It and Love It. Okay, look, let me just start it off. Let's kick it off with a love it tonight. It's a few different things going on. Let's talk. Let me say this. I can hardly contain myself. I'm super excited about a lot of the things that are coming up for the MzMetchi brand, for the Blueprint Media Company, and just for all of my affiliates and the people. So let's go ahead. Let's run it off. First up, okay, we have the Copajn Vodka tasting. That is going on August 12th, okay? This is at an exclusive downtown location in Chicago, okay? We are in the heart of the city. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be sipping some cocktails. I just want to thank all of our event partners, our sponsors, for, partnering with myself and Potions by P to bring this event together. I'm really I told you all that my goal was to really, it's as always with the blueprint is to showcase and to highlight other brands. And this is a crafted vodka. This was crafted. They began their journey in 2023. I'm letting y'all know, like, look, do you hear that year? Okay. You can make some things happen and really come together with some dope people, and everybody, our entire media lineup, our mixologist that'll be there, our DJ, everyone that's going to be a part of this event. I'm so excited to bring them all in one room. I'm excited for all of our guests that have RSVP. We have a few spots left. I'd love to see you in the room. Okay. If you've been to any of my events, I put together dope stuff. And I'm not even trying to toot my own horn, but this week, I'm not going to lie. This week, I'm putting it on the table. Okay. So August 12th, we have the Copajn Vodka tasting, a toast to taste. Come on out, toast with us. Copajn is to be shared with friends. Come and share with us. Okay. Copajn. August 12th is going down. So that's the first thing. Next up is going to be the MzMetchi show. It's coming out August 18th, y'all. Finally. I am so excited about the MzMetchi show. I need you all to know that, again, things born and things that were birthed to us a couple years ago. The MzMetchi show was something that I had honestly been wanting to do since my first year of being in radio. And in the, in the podcast industry, I really, really, really wanted to try to shoot for having a show that will be available and could go on television. And oh my goodness, the MzMetchi show, that was at one point, I'm like, this is the bane to my existence, because it was so much to complete the first season. Oh, yeah, that sigh just came from my heart. Okay, it was so much. She said, beep, beep, toot, toot. I definitely, it was a lot to get the first season, so these episodes, I put my heart and soul into them. I'm excited for the first episode. It's going to take you all on a journey. Like the pilot episode was shot in September of 2023. And after I shot that, I became discouraged and did not know if I wanted to finish or what I wanted to do. And I just have some people that are really, they love MzMetchi for real. They see the vision and they came together to help me complete the project. So, shout out to my people, shout out to my dogs, like for real, like they really team BP Media, shout out to Sketch Killer, shout out to MH, like shout out to everyone that came together. Like I put the call out, every guest, every performance. I had told you all I couldn't really release the information at that time because I hadn't even released the fact that I was doing the show. But I got to film with one of my favorite brands, which was the Coach store. Okay, Coach. Yes, the purses. Okay, anyone that knows me knows I've been a Coach girly for years and years and years. So being able to pitch to them and being able to record, like me, the fact that I'm going to be able to share this with my people that really, like y'all been supporting me from the jump. It just means so much to me. So I'm super excited for August 18th. Every Monday at 11 a.m., you will be able to tune into the MzMetchi show on Facebook and YouTube. I am still putting the call out for TV networks that are interested in your girl. You are interested in a good talk show. You're ready for someone that can that's personable, that can keep it real, that can do all of these things. I'm super excited. And the fact that I was able to announce the MzMetchi show at the last LinkedIn Lit Brunch. And by the time I have the LinkedIn Lit Brunch, the season you all will have seen everything, like my life's work that I put in for the last 2 years. I'm just so excited about it. There's so much. It's so much that goes into it, so the simple fact that that's going on. And of course, last but not least, the next LinkedIn Lit Brunch, the fall and winter edition, is happening October 11th. Okay. I love my people. Auntie Tracy's excited. Deja's excited. She said, can't wait to tune in. I can't wait for you all to see this journey. It's the journey. It's the journey. But, you know, to be able to, after just having the brunch May 17th, to already have people that have given their yes, we've already locked in for October 11th. That means everything to me. I've just always been about bringing resources and bringing people together and truly collaborating. And I'm so thankful to be able to do it again. Okay. To do it another time, and for this to be a staple event that you all can look forward to in the spring and summer and in the fall and winter, so that we can come together, we can eat good, we can dance, we can drink good, we can network, and we can really make powerful connections. I asked all of my vendors if they were able to get leads, get sales, you know, have people to reach out to them outside of that. And every person that participated was able to see something positive for their business. I know that the work that I'm doing is important. So I'll say this, that brings me to my hated, okay? Because, you know, with a lot of the positive things, that also it comes the negativity. And I'll say this, you know, because I'll keep it brief. You all know, I'll tell y'all this. I have taken a lot of, how do we word this politely? Hits when it comes to business. But specifically, let's call it industry relations. Okay. That's why, you know, I want to tell you all of those positive things, because I want to tell you sometimes what lurks underneath. There are a lot of people, especially within my industry, when we talk about, you know, entertainment, media, whatever, what have you, whichever one you want to box us in, that speak about collaboration, but they have limits to it. They become industry gatekeepers. They become the ones that they want to gather the resources, but keep them only for self and not distribute them within the community. So I run into a little bit of that, because you all know naturally, as I'm a media person. So as I'm getting ready to release another media asset from my business, of course, I've, you know, had some different run-ins. Nothing worth mentioning heavily, but I'll say this. My hated it is people that they forget about the true mission of coming together and really doing it and really collaborating, you know. Almost, what is the phrase that we hear so often, becoming bigger than the program. We have to make sure that within whatever industries that we serve, that we are not positioning ourselves to be bigger than the program. If we come out and our message is that we want to bring people together, we want to come together with others, we want to do it for the community, do it for the culture, whatever it is that your motivation, we have to make sure that we're also walking in that light. We're not being nasty to people. We're not trying to, you know, take a poo on other people. I've certainly run into it on my side. And you know what? I always try to meet it with grace and understanding. Because when you are genuinely doing the work, okay, when you are really the person that, you know, you're the mover, you're the shaker, you're doing all of that other stuff, you don't have to consistently lay your credentials on the table or tell people that you are the woman or the man or whatever it is that you do. You don't have to lay those things out on the table. You don't have to gatekeep and gather up all the resources and not redistribute them. When you're really making an impact, it speaks for itself. The people speak for you. I only have to introduce myself and just say my business name. But my efforts and what it is that I do within the community and how I help and how I bring the light to others, that speaks for itself. We don't have to go around kind of, how do I say this politely? There's no way, sucking our own, you know, you finish it, to prove our impact. So I would just say this, you know, to wrap up that hated it, I would just encourage, you know, anyone, if you're feeling like that you are bigger than the program, to just remember what it is that we're doing and who we're doing it for. We're doing it for the community, and that's what we're putting out for the community. Do it for the community. We can't be self-serving. Okay? I'll leave that at that. Moving on to another love it. Okay. Let's get adult time. It's National Orgasm Day. Woo! It's National Orgasm Day. Now, look, I'll just say this. If you haven't had one already, make sure that you get you one in by midnight. Clock it, okay? It's funny. I follow a little bit of everybody on Threads. And there is a sex therapist named Ashley, and she was actually the one that put that information out. I was like, not this National Orgasm Day. I was like, I need to tell my listeners. So I encourage you all, have one, have two or three. Okay. It's National Orgasm Day. Get it in. Clock it. Clock the T. Auntie Tracy said, woo, yes, ma'am. Yes. Now look, I hated it for me. Y'all, one of my dearest people in my life was so upset this week. And you ever know that your people, they just so upset and you just be like, I just want to fix it, Jesus. I want to take some of the pain from them. I hate when my friends be upset. I hate it. It just, it upset me. And you just be like this, I want to cry with you. Because you my friend and I don't want you to cry. But I'm like, I got to be strong for you because you already crying. You already upset. I hate when my friends is upset. It do something to my spirit. For real. That's my hate of it. Y'all better stop upsetting my people. Okay? Because next time we come in ablazing. Stop messing with my people. Stop messing with God's people. Where you go? Where did I go? What you mean? Elaborate. Now, last thing. Honey, we had a time at Black Alumni. Y'all want to hear about it? Oh, my goodness. The Copajn got me Copajn. I had a blast at SIUC Black Alumni. Let me tell you this. It's so nice to return back to the college town and to be able to, honey, live like the rich and famous. Because we struggled when we were down in school, for real. If you went to college, you know. We struggled. It was nice to go back down and have me a little suite. I had a nice little area. Y'all, I just wanted to do something nice for me. I'm like, this is for me. So being able to go back, I'm like, I don't have to ration out my coins. I can try anything that I want as far as my favorite food. Y'all already know one of the first restaurants that I hit up was Don Taco himself. I went to Don Taco. Y'all, I told y'all this story, but I'm going to tell it again. Don Taco got me in trouble back in the day. Okay. Y'all already know. If anybody that knows Zachary Coleman, my dad, my father, baby, he used to be like, what are you spending your money on? I'm like, dude, my guy. Don Taco, like my dad. Okay, look. So look, I don't know about y'all. So I don't want to hear nothing. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about Zachary. However, Zachary was giving money, so Zachary was checking statements. Okay. Zachary became alarmed 2 times when Don Taco was popping up repeatedly because he's just like this. I am paying your bursar bill. Why are you eating at the dining halls and still going to Don Taco? I'm like, I need that. I gotta have that. Okay, I need the Don Taco. And then there was one time that it was Lion's Den. But again, it's National Orgasm Day, so everybody, we grown, right? Okay, but we focused on Don Taco. Needless to say, Don Taco would pop up on the statements all the time, baby. He needed answers. I would come home and work in the summer at my job at White Castle and put away money to the side just because I knew I needed to slide on them to get 3 steak tacos. Add sour cream with a Pepsi. Y'all already know I had to run it back. Oh, baby, I went down there. I'm like, I had the steak nachos. Like when I tell you it's something about the Don Taco, it do something to me. It do something to me. Okay. It was a great weekend. And then of course the all-white party with everything. And then I got dressed up in my cowgirl attire. Let me tell you this. My hated it for the week to close it out. It's not really a hated it, but I'm sad about it. I'm hating the fact that the Cowboy Carter tour is over. I'm going to miss logging on and seeing every show that they had. And I also am going to miss a little bit of dressing up like a cowgirl. You heard it here first. Because I have been getting my life. The outfit for the boots on the ground party that Saturday for Black alumni, body was tea. Titties was tea. The drinks was tea. The times were had. Do you hear me? I had a ball. I cannot wait to see my crew, to see everybody that we party with. 2027, we coming back. God willing, we gonna party like it's 1999. Because some of them was partying like it was the 99 and the 2000s. But we're going to have a good time. 2027, we back. So that's all I have for you all for Hate It and Love It tonight. I have to take a quick break, but when I come back, we're going to go ahead and hop into tonight's What Would You Do? Get your drinks, get whatever it is together, because, baby, all I can say is that you're going to need it. We'll be right back.
Be sure to shop Pretty Curvy Savage, where style meets comfort, and you can be bold and be fierce. This plus-size clothing line is everything that you need in your closet, ladies. So be sure to visit prettycurvysavage.com and use promo code MzMetchi10 for your special discount. Okay, bye. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and it's time for tonight's What Would You Do? Now, this one is kind of touchy, but go with me here, okay? I'm going to take a sip before I go ahead and read this to you all because I felt like it was a little bit intense and it's petty, but let's jump in. Last year, I found out that my husband was cheating on me and I vented to a friend about it. She started to tell me about how her husband would never do that and how she would leave and all of the things that she wouldn't do. I don't have too many people that I know that are married, so I thought that she was someone that I could come to with it, but she was so negative. Well, today she found out that her husband has been cheating on her with multiple women for years and expected me to sympathize with her. I laughed. I have nothing to say to her. I have no advice. I'm actually amused. I don't even know why she would tell me. We have nothing in common. I made the decision to stay with my husband and our friendship diminished, but now she thinks we have something to bond over. I just don't understand people like this. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? Girl, not you laughed at her. Why did you laugh at this? Why? Why are y'all so mean? Now look, everyone has been there where you talk about what you would and would not do. Okay? Oh my God, I wouldn't stand for that if it was me. And then your ass just be standing. You just a standing ass. You know, like. So that was the first mistake. No one's going to take away from the fact that she should not, she shouldn't have been, kind of inserting her thoughts and beliefs and opinions when you were probably looking for some support and potentially some marital guidance. Okay. So we're not going to negate that, sis. But when you're really genuinely a girl's girl, you don't turn around and take a poo on somebody because everybody else is. What? You laughed? What would you do? I probably wouldn't laugh at another woman's despair, but that's just me, right? Okay, Deja, she said they were never real friends because, ain't no way. Exactly. To me, with this situation, no one was meeting the other person with any type of compassion or kindness. That's not real friendship. That's not real sisterhood, real friendship. That's not, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. And first off, because let's just take it back to the original, I guess, transgression here. The friend, when she heard what her husband had done, she immediately just started inserting her own thoughts, beliefs, opinions, views, thoughts, and concepts. Okay? We don't do that to our friends. No. You got to be able to provide a safe space. For real. You have to be able to provide a safe space. It's important. Let your friends vent to you. Now, if they ask you what your opinion is, then tell them. Tell them. But be kind. No one cares what you would do. Are you going through it currently? No, you're not. Now, I've also been hearing this. I feel like let's talk about this too. Sometimes people feel like offended if you do, maybe if you bring up the fact that you were in a similar situation, but it's just like, you know what? Sometimes we have to stop and ask our friends, are they looking for relatability? Do you just need to vent? You just need to get it off your chest? Because I'm the type of friend I need to know and understand, because it's like, baby, if this is not a solution-based day, we're not getting a solution. If you just need to vent or you need to cry, we don't need to vent. We're going to need to cry. But I'm not going to hit you with a barrage of, well, I wouldn't do that. Who cares what you would do? No one cares. This is not a solution-based conversation. So yeah, I didn't like that. But I don't like the fact that she laughed at her. What would you do? I wouldn't be your friend no more. We couldn't be friends, quite frankly. Because why? Why are you laughing at my situation? And then she said, hold on, we have nothing in common. Y'all have something in common. You got at least one thing in common. Y'all hubbies, slipped and slide. And slid. No judgment. But y'all do have something in common. We have to stop trying to compare despair. Does somebody hear me? Let's not compare despair. I let my friends know that I'm just like, hey, I always ask my friends, what are the emotions that are coming up? I'm interested in the emotions. Because we can talk about situations and everything until it's blue in the face, but let's approach the emotions of it all. What's coming up? Is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it bitterness? Are you hurt? The situation matters, but it matters what is it roused up in your friend. That's what you should be trying to nurture. These girls, I agree with you. They could have never been friends. Because the whole situation is just starting off real funky as far as I'm concerned. Very funky. Very not friendship. Very not sisterly. We don't do that to each other. And we damn sure don't judge our sisters' choices that they have to make. And let me tell you all this. I have this particular circumstance as far as the cheating. This wasn't something, let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck, because I think we can talk about it and a lot of people don't. especially when you are in a marriage. I feel for this lady with what she said, that she doesn't know a lot of people that are married. It's the same, don't know a lot of married couples where you can, it's a safe space and you can really do that. But the married couple that we did know, it was almost like one of the people stopped being friends with me, and I felt like that they were upset that we didn't have problems and things like that, like them. Our problems may have looked different, but they didn't, they're just like, you should be doing this. And I'm just like, you should be minding your own. You want to have safe people that you can talk to and they'll give guidance. Anybody that I know that's married, I'm like, how can we get you back at one? Okay. And not Brian McKnight one. Nobody wants to be back at that one. But we're talking about getting you and your spouse at whatever capacity back to a place where y'all good, y'all coasting, whatever that looks like. Because y'all know we've had the conversation on the show about cheating and all that other stuff, and that people be having their reasons. Okay. That's a separate story, a separate day. But at no time, if your friend is venting to you about something so personal like that, because you got to understand, being cheated on, it's embarrassing. It's not something that you want to go and like broadcast like that. Some people will go and broadcast it though. Baffles the hell out of me. I'm just like, oh, honey, please just go be embarrassed in silence. You loud. Oh, the internet lives forever, right? Screenshots live forever. Somebody got your stuff saved up. But never as friends, if you're revealing something that's so destructive like that to your friend, if your response to judge them for whatever it is that they need to do. Some people got to stay together. Some people got real circumstances out here. They have no other choice. Okay. They not leaving that person. They like, we got ties. I'm never leaving them. They never leaving me. You're not supposed to judge your friends. But laughing at them is cruel, sis. So what would I do in this situation? Because I feel like we need to wrap it up. What would I do? Personally, I wouldn't be a mean girl. Get that together. Hey, Kim. I love my baby mama. I never let her go. Yeah. Okay, sis, tonight's what would you do? The young lady, she told her friend, they're both married, that her husband was cheating on her. The friend kind of came back and said that she would leave if her husband ever did that. The lady decided to stay with her husband. The young lady then comes back and finds out that her husband was cheating with multiple women for the duration of their relationship. So she, was kind of leaning on her for support. And the young lady that submitted tonight, what would you do? She laughed and she asked, what will we do in this situation? She thinks, that the girl is trying to use that as a way to bridge the gap between them, but she's kind of wiped her hands free of the relationship. Now, I was saying that she was being a little bit mean and very catty. It wasn't very friendly. Marinate on that, sis. Marinate on that. It wasn't very nice at all. This is the thing. And you know what? It gets me in trouble, but I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it. I am a girl's girl and I'm a lady through and through. And for me, being cruel to anybody who I've allowed in my aura, it's just not something that's in me. And oh, Kim is on here. My best friend is on here. She will vouch that she be wanting me to be. She like, turn up the mean. She remember how mean I used to be. Back in the days when we were ruthless, honey. She remembers the ruthless days. But it just, as I've gotten older, it's something in my spirit that even when people show out and all that other stuff, the healing in me is able to recognize that people lash out and they act a damn fool with you because they don't have peace amongst themselves. And when you get to a certain place, you can't laugh at anybody's despair. You're not trying to compare the despair that you have in your life with what they have going on. It allows you the ability to really see people for who they are and to try to sympathize with the things that's going on. It gets me into trouble. Understand this. I'm not saying that that's the way to go, honey. Okay. It's destructive. People act up. They act a damn fool. But that's just how I do things. So in this situation, as far as the what would you do, while I may not try to engulf myself back into a deep best friendship with this particular person, if they've hurt me or they've disrespected my marriage, because understand, when you get married, if y'all want to talk for real, and you become one, that's your person. So even when they are right, wrong, and indifferent, that is your person. And it's like, you picked them. So nobody cares if your friend is venting to you about how their spouse cheated and they're trying to navigate a way to make it work. It is not your job to judge them or to throw in your thoughts and concepts of what it is that you would do if it was you. Because if it's not you, you don't know, you don't understand. We don't do that to our friends. So in this, what would you do? Stop being cruel, sis. You can offer her some support without engulfing yourself back in the friendship. Be a girl's girl. You know exactly what it feels like to be betrayed by the person that you chose as your life partner. Have ye some sympathy. That's probably where I would say that. She said preach. I wasn't trying to preach. It was just on my spirit. I don't like stuff like that. If you mean-spirited with me, or you happy that I got some downfall, we was never good. We could never be good. Anybody that's in my life or in my circle right now, I can't wish bad on you. Even if you act up, I can't wish. It's just not in my spirit to do that. To be looking at you going through some hardships and just reveling in that. Where do y'all find these people? The woods? Like, are we in the forest preserve looking for friends? Are we in the dirt? The gravel? What? Are we amongst the termites? Like, what's going on? I need to know what environments y'all are finding these people. We don't laugh at another person's pain, especially another woman. Being a woman is already hard enough. There ain't nothing funny. Baby, we can talk about this all night. I don't like stuff like that. Mean-spirited people that get off. Let me say this. People that get off on being mean to others, shame on you. Shame. She said you just have to pray for them. Yeah. Pray for them. But don't be mean. Don't be a mean girl. Nobody likes a mean girl. We'll be right back after this break.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy. All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Them more mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's old news. That's new news. I done did that before. I turn nothing to something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it. More action. You just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back. It's time for what's happening, what's up. Did we hear about the illegal gambling business, allegedly, that Gilbert Arenas was running out of his home? Baby, the news has been tripping me out this week. I'm like, now we running a casino, okay, in Ameristop, a blue chip out the crib. It was some high-stake things going on behind the scenes, allegedly. That story is still developing. I am very interested. I was tickled pink about it because you know what, y'all, everyone, at least that I know, has been around where there's been some type of gambling situation going on. It's been some gambling in home. That is illegal, y'all. Y'all cannot be playing dominoes on the side of the house, at the barbecue, with your cousins and random friends and people on the block. Oh, y'all better be fresh as hell if the feds are watching, okay? Now, moving along. I was really, really saddened to hear this week about, did you all hear about that car that crashed into the Portillo's in Oswego, Illinois this week? Oh my gosh. Like, imagine you just trying to get a tasty treat and something tragic like that happens. Like, there was literally lives that were lost. I need for them to stop giving everybody a license. These people are driving like bats out of hell, okay? My prayers, my thoughts and prayers go out to any of the families and just the establishment as a whole, just everyone that was involved that day. That is very traumatic. Okay, I would not be wanting to leave my house. I'm like, just Uber Eats it to my day. Bring it to the house. I'm never leaving the house again. I need to be fully remote, okay? Something that should be on the radar, it's like there's some concerns. The Trump administration is going to be soon moving forward with changes to the U.S. citizenship test. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services call the current test too easy. So we are seeing, you know, we're seeing already some changes as far as some of that. So, you know, that's something, just keep it in your back pocket, you know, as Tracy would say, tuck it in your purse. Now, while I was away, it was really nice to see that Megan Thee Stallion, she popped out with Klay Thompson. Did y'all see it? I'm sorry. I feel like it's a lot of people. They try to hate on our girl. I like them together. They look cute. The rap girl is just trying to settle down. Y'all better stop shaking ass and playing. Like, forget these dudes. They telling y'all to do that, and they're going and they getting booed up. I don't know if the city girl wave is over. They just said I love her and them for real. I do too. I think that they look really cute together. I like the fact that he's kind of quiet and she's the one that's just kind of like, you know, she's doing her thing. Those are usually, you know, those couples, those types of relationships are very safe. Everybody's safe to be themselves. The quiet person can be quiet. The loud and extroverted person can be loud and extroverted. It works out. It totally works out. So I love seeing that. Okay, I know y'all been hearing about the stuff with Shannon Sharp too. You know, he was let go from ESPN after he just settled the sexual assault lawsuit not too long ago. Wow, talk about having the worst year ever. Wow. You know, that clip has been circling around from Monique where she told him, like, you know, the age group that he should date within. I surely wish that he would have listened, because that's unfortunate. I'm like, oh, not she gonna be able to retire. And now this week I ended up seeing the news about the shooting that happened in New York, and I was so saddened, so saddened to hear about those 4 people that were gunned down. It is a very scary situation. You know, working in a high rise myself, always very concerned about the safety and security. We keep ours like Fort Knox, so you know. But it's one of those things that is, you know, it's when you are in the moment. There's no training, there's no anything that overrides the moment when, you know, chaos and calamity strikes. And I feel so bad, you know, to end up, you know, finding out that one of those people were, a part of the companies. Like these are people that were recognized names that floated within the industry. It's very, very sad to hear on all fronts. And just even, hearing some of the background stories for some of the people that were sheltering in place, it's a very scary situation to be in. And my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody. New York, our love is with you from out here, 100%. Now, did you all hear about the 179 people that were forced to flee an American Airlines jet in Denver this week because it caught fire? It filled the cabin with smoke, okay? You could see video images of people coming off of the plane on the runway. Very scary situation. I don't know exactly what's happening in the aeronautical space, but it's kind of crazy right now. Hey, Latifah, how you doing? Happy Thursday, sis. Thank you for tuning in. So there were two people, that noticeably they're gone now. And there's a lot that was going on. So Malcolm Jamal Warner and Hulk Hogan were in the news very heavily this week for their untimely passing. And oh, baby, I tell you what, Malcolm Jamal Warner's, his goodbyes and everything, everybody was cool. But Hulk Hogan, baby, they were turning up about his passing. And it was so many different reviews and just, people giving their opinions. I was like, wow, I did not know that all of this was going on. What's going on? It was a lot. It was a lot. So, thoughts and prayers out to their families. I mean, hey, everybody grows up and has their different icons. Like, I literally saw people beefing online about Hulk Hogan and like people that supported him and, and all types of stuff. And I mean, and if you know the reasons why people kind of took a step away from, someone that was the icon. But I tell you what, them WWE, WWF folks, they are dedicated, honey. They're like, I don't care if he called me a I'm going to stand beside him. I'm like, okay. That's a whole different world. I'm not familiar. I don't know about the wrestling stuff. So I'm like, honey, if that was your hero, then that was your hero. Looking at them like, are you okay? Do you know what's going on? Like, do you read the news? We're all curious. We're all curious. That's all I have for tonight. What's happening? What's up? When I come back, we're going to just be, chatting real quick. Real quick. We're doing a catch up. So, because, honey, I told y'all it's been a long week. MzMetchi needs her rest. I'll be right back.
Be sure to shop Pretty Curvy Savage, where style meets comfort, and you can be bold and be fierce. This plus-size clothing line is everything that you need in your closet, ladies. So be sure to visit prettycurvysavage.com and use promo code MzMetchi10 for your special discount. Okay, bye. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you could treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Them more mistakes are gone, I won't do them no more. That's old news, that's new news. I done did that before. I turn nothing to something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it, more action. You just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. business. I turn that into money.
Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and it's time for our topic. I've been away for a couple weeks, so I feel like it's only right that we just do a quick little catch up. Like, let's powwow for a second. I have my Copajn Vodka. It's already here. Okay, we're doing what we need to do. I need the cameras following the Copajn. That's what it's all about. But no, y'all, this weekend I had a scare. Like, your girl was down. MzMetchi was down this weekend, honey. I had to rest. Oh my goodness. Definitely had some scares. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm not trying to be hospitalized this weekend. It's time to slow down. And, life will sit you down sometimes. It will. And I needed that time. Like, I feel great. And you know how you just wake up and you like, I'm on that new. That's really what it's been lately. Honestly, it's been that for me. And I was just telling my friend today, I said, I'm getting back to that MzMetchi from like 2019, 2021. Like, it was a grind. I'm like, I'm my own street team. I got work to do. And it just feels so good to, just be in a season where it's like, really being able to make an impact for real. Like, really being able to have the vehicles that are needed to drive that. It warms my heart. It keeps me going. It keeps that fire lit under my butt to continue to keep moving forward. And I'm really, I'm in a thankful season. But let me say this for real, because in catching up, if we're going to be real, it was a little bit of a sad week. Me and best friend was talking, like, it was a little bit of a sad week. And we coming back from those spaces, right? Just embracing things from a new perspective. That's what it's all about. It's like we have to continue to evolve. And, this week, I'm going for it. I encourage y'all to do the same. I hope that we having some fun. Summertime Shy is lit right now. Y'all, I was in the West Loop. It was so many damn booty cheeks that walked past the hoes was going to Lollapalooza. Having a good time. I'm like, y'all go and enjoy yourself. We about to go back to work. But y'all go and enjoy yourself. Because we've all been there where we was going to the festivals and we like, look, we gonna find parking. We just gonna walk over. I love to see it. Y'all recognize when you getting old, when you be looking at the younger generation, like, I used to do that too. But you wouldn't dare. Like, you wouldn't dare be out there right now. I talk to so many people, and you know what the common consensus is for Lollapalooza for people my age? They're like, man, they got some great acts this year, but I'm not willing to go through all of the stuff that you have to go through to see them. And I'm just like, felt. Yeah. I don't even look at the lineup for stuff that's going to have me in uncomfortable predicaments or out in the elements like that. Oh no. Soldier Field is the only one that'll get me. But after we went through the monsoon, tornado, tsunami, and the hurricane from night one from Beyonce, because I felt like we experienced every different weather challenge that we could that involved water. Clock that. Okay? I'm like, they about to cancel. I can't come back out here. So Ticketmaster going to have to run me that. It was a lot. We went through a lot of inclement weather changes that night, okay? Coming from that, Soldier Field will still be one of the only places. The way that they got that place cleaned out and we still turned up, they all right with me. They all right with me. Hold on. Hey, Determined Radio. She said, yes, watching my kid and her friends in their outfits to go to Lolla today. Baby, they was outside. They was outside. Booty cheeks, everything. A&T, all over the place. They were living their best life. And traffic is bad. Yes, the traffic was horrible. I was very thankful to get out of the city when I did. I will not be revisiting the city until next week. Get the people out of the city, please. Get them out of the city immediately. But they having a good time. I'm not a hater. I just feel like we used to do stuff like that too. But now, in my 30s, oh baby, you couldn't pay me. Give me the United Center. Give me the Wintrust. I need things that's enclosed. I'm not trying to be out in the elements to see these artists. Not when I go to work every day and I could pay to go and see you live. The last lit concert, Kim G is my witness. We went to the Juneteenth concert at the Wintrust, and it was Ashanti, Lloyd, Donnell Jones, Maya, and Lil Kim. Yeah, I think I said everybody. Kim, if I missed anybody, type them in the comments. But I think I got everybody. Baby, a time was had. Now even though it's a lot of young people in the city right now, and they could turn up, they could be standing on cars and doing a lot of stuff. Y'all done seen the young people in the city, they will tear it up if they want to, okay? The older people be acting up too. Kim G is my witness. That lady that was acting up in front of us, a fool, honey. She did so much, it ruined towards the end of the experience. I'm just like, I just want to listen to Ashanti. You trying to fight? What's going on? You're starting fight. She said that drunken heifer was doing the most, honey. Baby, me and Kim got fed up. Kim, and that's how you know, Kimberly. I'm gonna keep your comment up for a second. Kimberly, that's how you know that we have grown, because back in the day, on some rowdy, it really would have went up so that we could have stayed towards the end of the concert, but it became not worth it, and I appreciate the growth within us. It's the journey. Oh my gosh. No, for real. So yeah, that's that. I'm excited for this stuff to come. Shout out to Determined Radio. I'm excited to be on her show soon, because I'm definitely, I'm about to go on a promo run. I'm trying to get some promo out there for the MzMetchi show and for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch, just everything that's going on. Like, I feel like anyone that's trying to get together with these next few ventures, we about to win. Okay. You're about to win. She said, it's definitely the journey. It's the journey. You know your best friend is your best friend when you can speak in TikTok and they understand what you're talking about. It's a shame, actually, but we live in our truth. We listen and we don't judge. Yes, I cannot wait. Like Felice, oh my goodness, Felice has been. Oh, I just was saying this today. I'm like, Felice is one of the solid people that I've met within the industry, and we have remained friends. There's never any weird stuff. She supports, I support her. I love you, sis. I cannot wait to come on the show. Big Ish popping a little, just stopping. Here we outside for real. I can't wait. We're gonna have a time. And those are just the things that are coming up. Like the show, the MzMetchi show. I'm excited for the first episode, because it's gonna take y'all back to 2023. Like, babe, y'all gonna see it on the pilot episode, and it's like so much was different, but and then you all will see the later episodes where it was just, it was like just different concepts and all of that. To me, the highlight for the MzMetchi show will always be filming with Coach. Relationships are everything. Nurture your relationships. Show up for your relationships. I will always spread that message to y'all, because when I tell you, when it's time to come together and to be phenomenal together, be phenomenal. Okay. We get together and we do great things. Nurture your relationships with people at all times. I love you too, Felice, for real, from the heart. And thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you always for your support. Like, I'm very big on my show as far as giving flowers in real time. Y'all gotta stop waiting until people are gone, or until, y'all done just got so far and the distance is so there to not acknowledge and to just give love. Give love while you can. I never understand people that hold back love, or like compliments or different things like that. You'll never get me to understand that. It's like you already received that. You know that already. Like, honey, of course. It's just like, but do you acknowledge it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to clock in. Okay, clock in. Give the love in real time before it becomes the love that you can't give at any capacity. If your people doing it big, rep your people. Rep your set, whatever. I mean, do whatever you got to do. But I'm excited for the MzMetchi show. I'm excited for you all to see all of the people that were featured. Just everyone. It was such a collaborative effort. I would not have been able to do it. And then being able to announce it at the brunch, like, y'all don't even understand, a moment that is a core memory for me. And I'm not gonna I can't go too much into it because every time I think about it, it like gets me teary-eyed. But when I was at the brunch, I had we had played the video, and oh my goodness, y'all, the way that the room, they literally like belted out and yelled at that time, like after the preview played. And for one, the video started acting up on me that day. Like, when I tell you, your girl was flushed, I'm like, I'm overwhelmed right now. Look, and MH, he will contest to this. He kept trying to give me the mic. I walked away from him at least 46 times. I'm like, I'm not grabbing that. I'm not ready. And then when I finally did, it was just like, it was so much. We played the video, and the roaring of just congratulations from the people that were in the room. I'm just like this. I already knew that I was doing the right thing with producing this and getting it together and like really, bringing my people together. But it was like that moment will forever be a core memory for me. So I cannot wait until August 18th. Like, y'all, that's the catch up. That's what I've been working on. And you know what? Sometimes you have to work on things in silence. Oh, clock it. You have to work on things. And sometimes, you just got to pop up and not even like showing anybody anything, but it's just like, you know what? Pop out when you're ready. Pop out when it's complete. Some people do a lot of talking, but you got to be able to have the walk with it too. Like, I love the fact that the people that's in my world, like the ones I hold close, we are doing the work. Shout out to us. Oh, it gives me chills. It gives me chills. I'm so excited. So look, here's another thing, and I need y'all help while we here. Can we key in a little bit? Can we key? Oh, wait, hold on. She said exactly. Pop out and show them. Never tell your moves until you're done. Clock it. Never do it. I need y'all help. So look, as things are elevating for the brand, I'm being, I get these invitations to places. What's up, David? He watching from Cedar Hill, Texas. Come on now. I get these invitations to go places, and y'all, I get stuck sometimes because I'm like, I've never been here. I don't know the appropriate attire. So I got invited to a boxing match tomorrow. I don't know what to wear. I need help. Ladies, gentlemen, stylists from all over the world, whoever is listening, I need you to drop some potential outfit inspo. I'm starting off, I know I'm going to do some shorts. Yeah, summertime shy. Again, clock it. This is what I'm doing. But y'all, when I tell you, I really try to put my looks together. A lady is polished. She looks good at all times, okay? Don't be out here, just walking out looking like a ragamuffin now. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. The only time that I'm going to look like that is if I'm just grabbing my Amazon package off the porch so I can come back in and get moisturized and looking good. It ain't even all about having your face beat. 85% of the time during the week, my face is not beat. I'm walking around my little spot showing all of that stuff that be outside. I'm like, okay. But I'm getting myself together. That's pretty much it. So I want you all to drop what's going on with you in the comments. I feel like this is a good time to go ahead and close out. I know that I've kept you for a while, but I wanted us to have a good time. I have to take a really quick break. And when I come back, we're going to close out with the quote of the night. Be right back.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's time for the quote of the night. To go ahead and close out, I certainly had a great time with you all. I hope you had a good time tonight too. This is just my wish. You know, it's very rare on the show. I've been doing it for 6 years, but it's very rare that it ends on the last day of the month going into a new month. And especially, you know, from July to August. So this one popped up on my timeline and I just thought that I would share it. I hope August will be so much better than July. May it be a month of fresh starts, silent wins, and unexpected blessings. I just wanted to share that with you all. Just leave you with that little tidbit. As we get ready, tomorrow is August 1st. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay, it's definitely the first of the night. Hey, Dad, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. So, yes, that is just my wish for you all as you go into a new month. It's new beginnings. We are fresh into, you know, Dad, it's funny that he's tuning in. This Leo season, you know, they be popping out from time to time. They pop out from time to time, those Leos. What's going on? Yep. Leo love, 100%. Yeah, it's y'all season. So, you know, it's the Leo season. Y'all go ahead and let them roar for their 30 days. You know, give them their 30 days. Give them their 30 days. But no, I hope that, you know, as we get ready to close out with July, that you all, you know, that we continue to just be well, stay uplifted, you know, and if you having some times that you're going through, just know that you're going to get through those times. I certainly, hey, I can speak to you as somebody that definitely, I have my own breakdowns and breakthroughs this week. So I wish you nothing but those silent wins and the unexpected blessings, because it, you know, it's going to turn around. We just have to continue to keep claiming that. David said, I'm doing good. I just sized me up some seafood. If you ever come to Cedar Hill, Texas, you will love their fried seafood here. Okay. Yes. The thing about it is Texas, we love Texas. Let's go. Let's do a Chicago invades Texas. Okay. Thank you, sis. I want to shout out to my sis for real. Like, look, she my cousin. Okay, Coleman. But look, thank you, sis. She said that part. You are amazing. Sis, you are amazing. I want to thank you for being my special guest tonight. You know, please make sure that you all go and follow her. I'm so excited that, you know, I mean, I just put the call out today. And you know, she's definitely going to be at the LinkedIn Lit Brunch. She has, you know, the workshops that she told you all about. You all want to go and follow her to get that information directly. I'll make sure, sis, if you send me the link, I will share the link on the Blueprint Media Company's page. Just send it over to me. Like, I can drop that in there tonight. But everyone that I've mentioned tonight is going to be hyperlinked. So thank you, sis, for being my special guest. I love y'all as always. You know, we'll be back next week, same time, same place. Have a great weekend. Okay. Continue to live it up. We only got a few more weeks left of summertime. So make sure that y'all live it up the best to your abilities. And we'll be back next week. Bye.